This video will review sleep tracking on your dashboard. So from your dashboard over to the sleep tab, you see that you have your sleep score. And the sleep score is made up of bedtime and time in bed. So bedtime is, as it sounds, when you actually get into bed. Time in bed is the duration that you spend in bed. And we don't track sleep time, but instead time in bed. That's what you can control. So what matters about sleep is timing, intensity, and duration. And when you track your bedtime, that's going to help with understand the timing of your sleep. So when does sleep occur within a 24-hour period? And then time in bed is duration. So how long within that 24-hour period did you sleep? So below, you can see the default date range is 7 days. So this is looking at the last 7 days. And if you scroll over, you can see how much you slept on a given night. The gray dotted line is the goal that you set, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. And the green line is your average for that week. So I'm going to enter my sleep from last night. So last night I went to bed at 11:20, and then this morning I woke up at 7:15. And I hit submit, and you see that my new score is now added. So I actually don't usually manually track my sleep. Instead, I synchronize with a Fitbit. So here, if you want to synchronize a Fitbit, you only have to do this once. You come and you integrate the product, and then when you synchronize it, it will pull the data that is collected from the device, and it'll automatically populate your graphs here. So how do you use a sleep tracker to do this? Well, Fitbit is one example, but there's other sorts of sleep trackers as well. You can wear them on your body, usually on your wrist. There is something called an event tracker button where you push that button and it marks when you're going to bed and then how long you're in bed. So it covers the things that we want to measure. Really efficient, fast, and easy way to do it. And my goal is to try to be in bed before 11:45. So I'm more than an hour ahead of that, so I'm doing really well. And I also want to spend about 8 hours and 30 minutes in bed. So you can see here that I'm at 8 hours and 24 minutes, which if you're within 90% of your goal, then your score turns green. All right, and so these two then will make up your sleep score. All right, so how do you then set your sleep settings? Well, like always, go to Plan Details and Settings. And you can scroll down to the sleep section. And this first one says sleep duration. I feel rested when I'm in bed for, and then you can select 8.5 hours, whatever that is. So if you want to be sleeping for 8 hours, you want to then try to be in bed for about 8.5, right? Just to make sure that you're getting enough time in bed to get the sleep that you need. Now, we recommend that you include your bedtime goal, but if for some reason with your work that has to shift very frequently, you can also unselect that and we'll only track sleep duration. But for the majority of people, you're going to track both, and both matter. And then you can automatically set a time here. Once that time is set, hit save, and now you can see how you're doing towards your goals on an average basis. You can also go back and you can select different time ranges. So the default is 7 days, but you can also go and look at what's my sleep been like over the last 4 weeks, and it'll organize it by week. So 8.5 hours, and you can see how much time in bed, even do it by 3 months, 6 months, or a year. And I'm curious, let's see what my sleep's been like for the last year. All right, and then you can scroll over. So good. So this means that on average, I've been meeting my sleep goal for the year. Really happy about that.